क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ नैतत्त्वैहुपपद्यते क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं त्यक्त्वा तिष्ठ परन्तप.
Chapter 14 is called Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga, Yoga of the division of the three gunas, three predominant qualities of behavior of not only human but of the animal world. I really do not know if the students of psychology in their higher education are taught about the three gunas, three attributes of human behavior. If it is not done, the students are missing something fundamental. The Supreme Lord, again out of his deep affection to Arjuna and on his own, is encouraging him to apply Jnana Yoga to understand why a human being behaves the way he does beyond his own control. This helps not only in self-analysis but also in understanding the other person, rather the whole of humanity. This is to say, it is the beginning of self-discovery. Once we know what we are made up of, then it has many good implications. 1. Without being puzzled, we can really analyze behavior of ours and others. It is the root cause. 2. Then effort can be made to gradually shift the pattern of behavior to reach higher levels. 3. By understanding the difficulty in changing our behavior, we then also realize and sympathize with others when they behave badly, because we know they are under the grip of the gunas, and so we are no more impatient to change them or expect any changes in them overnight. We then realize we are all sailing in the same boat with variation in level of consciousness, and that all of us need the medicine of self-realization. Now, Sri Krishna begins by saying that nothing exists in this universe beyond his creation. He is the creator of the nature, meaning the material world out of which these three gunas have taken birth under the influence of his Maya illusionary power, Sattva-guna, Rajoguna and Tamoguna. It is due to the existence of these gunas in various proportions that living beings are caught in the net of cycle of birth and death. The Supreme Lord, now assuming the role of a human psychologist, analyzes threadbare each of the gunas. Sattva-guna attaches the individual soul, that is Jiva, to happiness, Rajoguna to action, Tamoguna to error by shrouding knowledge. Sattva-guna, by the purity, is light-giving and untroubled. It binds, however, the individual by attachment to joy of the senses and by attachment to knowledge. Rajoguna is of the nature of pursuing or passion for objects arising from desire and attachment. It binds man by attachment to action. Tamoguna is born of ignorance, and all beings are deluded by it. It binds fast man by heedlessness indolence, and sleep. There are all these three gunas in each individual of different proportion, but one guna predominates either throughout life or even in specific situations and actions. When Sattva functions, the other two gunas are overpowered, and same is the case with other two gunas. Person of Sattva can be recognized by his possessing light of intellectual knowledge. Person of Rajoguna by greed, activity, the undertaking of desireful action, restlessness, and longing for worldly enjoyments. Person of Tamoguna by darkness of intellect, inertness, heedlessness, and also delusion, that is, false understanding. What happens when they die possessing these qualities? The individual who possesses Sattva attains the worlds of the highest and the pure. Of Rajoguna, he is born among those attached to action in the human world. Of Tamoguna, he is born in the womb of the senseless, that is, animals, birds, trees, rocks, and so on. The fruit of action of Sattva sattvic nature, is pure. Of Rajas is suffering. Of Tamas is ignorance. The Lord here hints at self-knowledge. The seeker of knowledge must not identify himself with these three gunas. He should realize he is fully separate from them. He is the Atma, the soul, eternal and unattached. This is the path to liberation from the cycle of birth and death. Going beyond the gunas, that is gunatita, means being unconcerned and unaffected by the functioning of the gunas, equal mindedness in joy and sorrow, equal in censure and praise, same towards friends and enemies, abandoning all selfish actions and establishing in the self. Finally, the Lord states that this state of Gunatita is possible only by Bhakti Yoga. The Lord started with the Jnana Yoga. He is now ending with Bhakti Yoga, which is the only way of invoking the highest power, that is the Lord's grace, to cut asunder the chains of Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, and to attain Him finally, which is the freedom from all bondage. Thank you.